Albert Einstein, the wild-haired genius who taught us that time and space are one funky, bendable fabric. Stephen Hawking, the wheelchair-bound mastermind who taught us that black holes aren't so black after all. Two colossal brains, one burning question. Who had the biggest impact on science? Take a seat because today we're diving into the ultimate brainy showdown, Einstein versus Hawking. If you put these two in a room, would they talk science or argue over the Wi-Fi password? Let's find out by digging into their lives, legacies, and those mind-bending ideas that left the world scratching its head. 1. Early days, the origins of greatness. Let's start with Einstein. Born in 1879 in Germany, baby Albert wasn't exactly shouting E equals MC squared from the crib. He didn't speak until he was 4, and his teachers thought he'd never amount to anything. Joke's on them, right? One day, his dad handed him a compass, and boom, little Albert was hooked. He couldn't figure out why the needle always pointed north. Was it magic? Witchcraft? Nope, it was physics calling. And then we have Stephen Hawking, born in 1942, exactly 300 years after Galileo's death. Coincidence? I think not. Young Stephen was a curious kid, always tinkering with clocks and building models. He once turned his basement into a lab, which probably gave his parents a heart attack. He wasn't just a brainiac, he was cheeky too. Hawking's classmates nicknamed him Einstein. A little foreshadowing, don't you think? 2. The big ideas, changing how we see the universe. Einstein's first claim to fame, E equals MC squared, the equation that unlocked the secret relationship between energy and mass. It's why nuclear power works. It's why the sun shines. It's why your GPS doesn't get you lost, well, most of the time. But he didn't stop there. Einstein's general relativity turned the universe into a science fiction movie. He said massive objects warp space-time, kind of like how a bowling ball bends a trampoline. Translation: gravity isn't just a force, it's a cosmic illusion. Meanwhile, Hawking was busy poking holes in our understanding of black holes. Before him, we thought nothing escaped their pull, but then Hawking radiation came along and changed everything. Turns out black holes leak energy, like a cosmic teapot that's just a little too full. This discovery shook the scientific world. Black holes aren't eternal, they evaporate over time. Hawking basically said, "Sorry Einstein, but I just found your theory's expiration date." 3. Fame and pop culture. Science meets stardom. Einstein wasn't just a scientist, he was a celebrity. That iconic photo of him sticking out his tongue? It's the 20th century equivalent of going viral on TikTok. He even hung out with Charlie Chaplin. Can you imagine their conversation? Hey Charlie, I bend space-time. Cool, I bend emotions. His fame wasn't just for show. Einstein used his platform to advocate for peace and human rights. The guy wasn't just a brain, he had a heart too. And then there's Hawking. The man was everywhere. The Simpsons, The Big Bang Theory, even Pink Floyd's album. His robotic voice became as famous as Einstein's chalkboard. You know you've made it when your cameo steals the show. But Hawking wasn't just about fame. He inspired millions with his book, A Brief History of Time, making cosmic concepts digestible for the rest of us. Well, kind of. Half the people who bought it didn't get past chapter 1. Still, it became a bestseller. 4. Lesser known contributions, the bonus points. Fun fact, Einstein also laid the groundwork for quantum mechanics, even though he hated it. He once said, "God does not play dice with the universe." Meanwhile, quantum mechanics shouted back, "Watch me." And Hawking, he proposed the no-boundary universe theory. Imagine the universe as a globe. No edges, no beginning, no end. It's like saying, yeah, time is just a big cosmic loop, deal with it. Segment 5. Personal lives. Einstein wasn't all equations and chalk dust. He loved playing the violin, hated wearing socks, and wrote hundreds of love letters, some to women who weren't his wife. Yikes, Albert. Hawking's story, on the other hand, is one of resilience. Diagnosed with ALS at 21, doctors gave him 2 years to live. Instead, he lived for 55 more years and rewrote the universe's rulebook along the way. Talk about defying the odds. Segment 6. Legacy. Who wins? Einstein's theories underpin almost everything in modern physics. Gravitational waves? Check. Nuclear power? Check. The tech behind your latest selfie? Yep, even that. Einstein's work is everywhere. But Hawking's contributions, equally mind-bending. His insights into black holes and the nature of time continue to inspire new generations of physicists. And his story reminds us that nothing, not even a debilitating disease, can stop the power of a determined mind. 7. The verdict. So who wins? Honestly, it's like comparing apples to oranges, or wormholes to quantum loops. Einstein gave us the tools to understand the universe. Hawking pushed those tools to their limits. Together, they're like the ultimate tag team of science. Maybe the real answer isn't about who's greater, it's about how both inspired us to keep asking questions, to keep exploring, to keep wondering, because science isn't a competition, it's a journey. And there you have it, folks. The ultimate showdown between Albert Einstein, the wild-haired genius who turned physics on its head, and Stephen Hawking, the cosmic legend who whispered the secrets of the universe from his wheelchair. Both of these extraordinary minds didn't just think outside the box, they built a whole new universe to play in. Einstein bent space and time like a trampoline, leaving us with theories that make our GPS work and explain why your coffee spills when you slam the brakes. Hawking, on the other hand, peered into the heart of black holes and said, hey, these aren't cosmic prisons, they're leaky. Who even thinks of that? But let's not forget, these two were more than their equations. Einstein didn't just redefine gravity, he redefined cool with his iconic tongue-out photo and a violin tucked under his arm. He was like a rock star physicist before it was a thing. Hawking, he had his own brand of swag, a robotic voice that became an icon of resilience and intellect. Plus, he guest starred on The Simpsons and cracked jokes better than most late-night comedians. You tell me who else could turn quantum physics into a bestseller and still find time to appear in a Pink Floyd song? Yeah, that's Hawking for you. So who wins? Honestly, it's not about picking a favorite. It's about recognizing how both of them shape science in ways that still blow our minds. Einstein gave us the tools to understand the universe's big picture, and Hawking zoomed in to challenge what we thought we knew about its tiniest and darkest corners. Together, they've made sure that every scientist today, from the lab geeks to the stargazers, is standing on the shoulders of giants. Or should I say one giant with wild hair and another with wheels? But here's the best part of their story. They weren't born geniuses. They were just curious kids who asked what if, and kept asking until the universe had no choice but to answer. So, if you're sitting there wondering if you can make an impact, take a page from their book. It doesn't take a lab coat or a PhD to change the world. All you need is curiosity, imagination, and the courage to keep asking big questions, like, what if I hit subscribe right now? Speaking of which, if you enjoyed this cosmic battle of the brains, don't let the journey end here. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Team Einstein or Team Hawking? Who do you think shaped science the most? Or better yet, what's your big what if like question for the universe? Drop it below, we'd love to hear it. Remember, the universe is vast, the questions are endless, and the next great mind could be you. Until next time, keep exploring and stay curious. See you in the next video.